Welcome back to the Agave Break. I'm Gus.
I'm Vic.
And today we got some special for you guys. We're going to talk about
our 2025 tequila holiday picks.
So this is something we came up with, something that we don't want to break the bank, but at the same time, if you got a loved one, family member, friend, you really want to give them something that they're going to enjoy. I think this is not a bad personal selection from the Agave Break.
Right, yeah, because some people will ask you, hey, I have a friend, maybe they know about tequila, maybe they don't, what's a good gift? So we did it according to different prices and based on what we think is a good value and a good tasting tequila.
Great, so let's start off with, for Blancos, for those that like Blancos or you want to give a good Blanco that you could use for mixing or even just sipping. So what do we got here?
So we're starting off with a Mijenta, very solid choice. When it comes to this particular tequila, it's very kind of focused on the environment. They use glass for the bottle. It's a lot of recycled. I know that this particular Blanco is not just, like you said, good for mixing, but it's also a great sipper.
And the price is about anywhere from 40 to 50. You could find it at big retailers like Sam's, Costco, or your local liquor store, and some of your mom and pop shops.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then our second pick is a high proof Blanco, which I think this is excellent. It's underrated, right?
LALO's is an excellent choice. And the thing with Blancos, and especially like LALO's, you get that real agave taste. It's a very pure taste. So most of the brands that you're going to find out there, if you try one of their Blancos, it's going to be a good expression to give you an idea of what the rest of their entourage has.
And that one's, again, between 40, 50 bucks. You could find it anywhere like Costco, Sam's, big retailers, and local liquor stores as well. Now moving up, so that's Blanco. Now we're going to go with Reposado. And we've tried this. This is a brand new bottle I got here, but we've tried it actually, and it's phenomenal. I think this is a great holiday drink. Certainly, I wouldn't recommend it for mixing. You could, but I wouldn't. And we have from the master himself, Felipe Camarena, we got G4. This is not their this is called the classical Repo, but compared to their regular Repo, this is way more, I would say, agave, full sweetness from the agave, traditional. It's a great gift. This does cost, I would say, anywhere from 90 to 110. You could find it. You won't find it anywhere.
This one's a little bit harder to find, but again, we went with two of the G4s, but with G4, you really can't go wrong. The classic kind of takes it back to the old school. Again, you could mix it if you want. I think it's a little bit blasphemous to do it. I don't recommend it. This is a great one to just really taste and enjoy. Makes a great gift. Based on the price point, there's a good value, even though it's not super cheap.
Exactly.
You're really going to get your value out of this. And again, it might be a little bit harder to find than some of the other ones on the list.
But I guarantee if you give this to someone, they're going to love it. Now, going up from the Repo to the Añejo, this is our pick. You can't go wrong with these Añejo. The problem is, we'll explain. This is Fortaleza, also known as Los Abuelos. If you can find this, and I've seen it at Costco in California, out west, for good price, about 90-ish. If you can find this, awesome. This is the bomb. Do it. If you find it, take it. Would I pay above retail? I've seen this go as high as 300, 400. No way. I would not. But there's some people that they want to buy it. But if you can find this for about 90 to 100, 110, that's fine. I think this is a great Añejo. Now, what you're going to find more common, though, is the G4 Añejo. This, for sure, you find it at retail liquor store. This is a great Añejo. Definitely more common to find than this, especially in the East Coast. You're going to find this. West Coast, you're probably going to be more favorable to finding this. And if you can find it, go for it. And then moving up, so we did the Blanco, the Repo, the Añejos, the Extra Añejo. Now, you might say, well, why did we choose this and not something? I know there's a lot of people that are enthusiasts and they'll be like, no, I like this one, like that one. What about the G4, 5 year, 6 year, 7 year? You're all right. They're phenomenal. The problem with that is, and we didn't put it because they're way too expensive. So unless you really want to go full out and give yourself an expensive gift, fine. But you're talking about bottles that range from 300 plus all the way to 500, 600, 700. This bottle, I think, is great. This is an Extra Añejo from Suerte. Agave forward, good, sweet profile from the agave. You get those barrel notes, is phenomenal. This is ranging...
150, and again, value based for the taste. Even though it's 150 and it's a little bit cheaper than a lot of the other Extra Añejos, the taste is very rich and a very great expression of the Extra Añejo, so very worth it.
So we've talked about Blanco, we talked about Repo, Añejo, and Extra Añejo. Now we're going to do some honorable mention. So we've gotten this question a bit, right? It's like, hey man, I got a buddy who's a bourbon drinker. I got a lady friend who likes bourbon.
Right.
Is there something in the tequila world that can match a bourbon? And
or maybe they just have a big bourbon collection. You
Yeah.
want to just give them something a little different from the tequilas, right? Say, hey, they're a bourbon drinker. Maybe they'll find this palatable.
Exactly. And our choice this year would be the Tequila Ocho Fitzgerald. So definitely this is something that you would definitely want to consider giving as a gift.
You gotta like the person.
You gotta like that, because this is about $200, give or take. Can you find it higher? Yes, but I wouldn't probably pay for that. Around 200 is an acceptable price. And then finally, for those who like whiskey, if you got a friend who's a whiskey, deep into Japanese whiskey, American whiskey, or even any other type of whiskey, and you want to give them something in the tequila world that fits that profile, we have the bomb for you. There's two. We have to mention these because these are awesome. El Tesoro. We have this Lafroig edition.
And they have a couple, right? Tesoro comes up with a couple of different.
Oh,
Lafroig is one that is really amazing.
But this, I mean, you could feel the whiskey Lafroig. If you like Lafroig, I got it over there in the corner. This is the bomb. They would really enjoy this. And then the other one that I think is great for the price and the flavor profile, you had this a few weeks ago. El Tequileño Sasagnac edition. This is phenomenal. You cannot go wrong with this. Though it has that peaty flavor, you can even smell the peat there. It just brings that whiskey note right to it. So this is our holiday pick. Price point. These are about anywhere from $75 to $100. Very reasonable. And the cool thing about this one, it has a little Tahona rock right there. So this is our summary. If you like it, please give a thumbs up.